The second example of local fuckwittery involves the gift that keeps on giving, better known as the Belfast Health Trust. Health Minister Mike Nesbitt announced this week that the opening of the new RVH Maternity Hospital will now be delayed by a further 2.5 years, give or take a few months. And what's a couple of months to a project which is already 10 years overdue and which is estimated to cost 97 million, double its original estimate? Now, I've already commented on this scandal back in December last year. So here's a wee recap of the story, which if you've seen already, you can just skip past. Not that we have our own version of such a discrepancy in building costs in the shape of the new maternity hospital at the Royal Victoria. Such is the level of detail, I think I'll hand this one over to a professional to explain the detail.
The latest problem is around the new maternity hospital, almost 10 years behind schedule. At this stage, it's not clear when it will be ready. Yesterday in the Assembly, there was a call for an independent inquiry to find out what's gone wrong. So why are there calls for a public inquiry into what's happened at the maternity hospital? A new issue has emerged with medical gas pipework. It's been revealed also that bacteria Pseudomonas has been found in 36% of the hospital's water systems. Additional costs have arisen due to numerous redesigns of the building. It's worth noting this is all taxpayers' money. It's serious, not just for patients, but it's also about public accountability. In 2023, the Audit Office recorded overall spend on the maternity building had reached £89.5 million, a jump of almost £40 million. Important questions include who within the Belfast Trust accepted the building after it was signed off and what checks had taken place.
Now, leaving aside the egregious increase in costs, leaving aside the disgraceful list of defects leading to no sure completion date, what I find utterly astounding is that nobody, and I do mean nobody, seems to know who's responsible for this unfolding disaster. The health board, they've washed their hands. Right, the civil service, they've gone. And no real surprise here, but the Muppets up on the hill appear to have had no oversight on the millions of public money being wasted on this travesty. So not only do Northern mothers now face yet another delay, but it is clear that oversight has completely broken down. And this isn't the only or an isolated incident. What we know for sure is tens of millions in public money has gone somewhere for a job which has yet to be anywhere near completed. And I, as a taxpayer, would like someone, I don't care who it is, to explain to me, just to explain, who's responsible for this disaster? Well, what steps are being taken to hold them to account? And what changes will now be implemented to stop this ever happening again? I, of course, fully expect none of those reasonable questions to ever be answered, as what passes for local politicians continue to argue about irrelevancies while our health sector, education sector, roads and transportation collapse upon our heads. Me tell you, there are banana republics out there who look at our dysfunctional assembly and shake their heads in bewilderment. And the question I asked then, I reiterate now. Who's responsible? And who will be held to account for this waste of public money? Now, one thing is blindingly obvious here, and that is that the Belfast Trust is not to be trusted. It has proved over the last decade that it is not fit for purpose. And all those involved in its governance and running should stand down. Or if they won't stand down, they should be sacked immediately. That would happen in any other industry anywhere else in the world. So it's time that Health Minister Mike Nesbitt grew a pair and stopped dicking around with his putting in extra measures and got rid of all those involved. Bring in an independent business consultancy firm to take over. God knows they could not do any worse. And I'll guarantee they'll be a lot cheaper. Much, much cheaper. But if he refuses to do that, here's my prediction. I'll be playing that same clip from 2024 year in and year out as this utterly dysfunctional health trust continues to hemorrhage public money as it fails to deal with bullying and building projects which never get completed.